Hello everyone. So I'm not making this video to just say just start, even though that's the most real and raw answer that you can do to just start your comic. You don't want to find excuses to stop you from accomplishing what you want to accomplish. I think it's a little bit more complicated than that, though. I think some of us do truly feel unfit on our skills, whether it's art or writing, for our most special comic. So what do we do then? But first, a little parenthesis. If you are very young, you are an absolute beginner in everything, and you feel super self-conscious about posting your art in the internet, and I know you being young, that's your generation. If that fear of posting in the internet is what's stopping you, why don't you do it by yourself then? You do not have to show it to anyone at first. That's what I did when I was young. I learned a lot when I received criticism and I dared to show my comics to the world, to basically my family. But I also enjoyed myself immensely because it's something that I loved. I didn't do it just to receive praise. I did it in the loneliness of my room and I was very happy doing that. I preferred to do that than playing computer games, everything. Like, that was something that I always did, no matter who was watching me. And you basically need that love for comics, I think. I even don't have to follow the same path. I also learned a lot when I was struggling by myself trying to learn something. Or even better, or worse, depending how you look at it, when I reread my stories after some time had passed. I could analyze how crappy or good a certain part of the comics I created were. I am really glad I didn't publish a lot of my old comics, and honestly, many stories I created in the past have served as inspiration for what I am working on today. You don't have to post it in the internet. Get that excuse out of your head. You can even take it to an editorial. I have other videos about that, but yeah, whatever. Now, if you are already at a good enough level of skill, meaning it doesn't matter if your art isn't super perfect. You have almost no excuse there, as long as what you draw is clear to the reader. Now, my real answer is that it depends on many factors, but my first answer is that if you don't feel ready for the comic you love most, then make another comic that you don't love as much or that doesn't require a lot of work. Most of my comics are super long series with lots of characters, world building, etc. But the comic I decided to publish first only required me to draw almost only two girls, almost in the middle of the woods in winter. Like, it doesn't require a lot, and it's one of the shortest stories I've had. In Tapastic, I could even get away publishing just one page a week. It was perfect for a beginner. Now, while you make your comics, and I am assuming like you already started something, you are going to feel a great sense of urgency to make it better each passing day. While you do your comics, you will learn to make them faster and better each time. This doesn't happen if you haven't started your comic though. And if you want to project that amazing vision that you have in your head, you will feel inspired to make even things that you considered boring ones, even things like perspective. Yes, I also thought that one was impossible, but I have been feeling so inspired to do backgrounds and that's been so weird. You will get better by doing, as you encounter problems and find solutions. That being said, some of you may feel super motivated by now, like you feel ready, you are going to make this happen and not let your life slip by as you have been letting it, probably if you're watching this video. But where do you start? You don't know where to start. So what do? Oh my god, you cannot decide. Maybe Facebook calms me down. Or YouTube. Hey, maybe that's how you found this video in the first place. Now, I will give the advice an amazing billionaire, I think he's a millionaire, Evan Carmichael told in a video. Start with 2 cents. Start today doing something very simple, whatever you can do to make sure that tomorrow you also work on your comic. Sketch your main character today, or just do a collage of certain scenes you feel inspired about. Or commit to the 100 Days of Making Comics challenge. Make half an hour every day of comics during 100 days, and that way you can make sure that you're not just one of those millions of people that have said they wanted to make a comic and they never do it, and they go to the graveyard and their comics are never out there. If you want for the 100 Days of Making Comics challenge, you can tag me on Instagram and I will shout you out on my Instagram stories. As long as it isn't anything weird like sexual, but you know. But please, don't feel all motivated today just to forget all about it tomorrow. Whatever you can do to keep going, either setting a time of the day, even just half an hour, can make a difference. If you need motivation, guidance, or you have urgent questions, you can check more content on this channel, or even better, comment down below your specific case. Comment your idea, what your goals are. What are you excited about? What is stopping you so far from what you want to achieve? And I am really looking forward to your answers. I will see you later. Bye.